Hello, and welcome to our webinar. So I'm Florent, Customer Success Manager here at OneSignal, and today we'll review together how to boost your performance with the latest OneSignal integrations. So in order to do so, we'll review why integrations are so important and how they can add value to your current setup. Next, we'll have an overview of two of our most popular categories, CDP, Customer Data Platforms, and Analytics. I will show you two different integrations for each categories, and we'll review the main use case in each categories and how basically it can help you to make the most of your investment with OneSignal. And lastly, we'll deep dive into our latest partnership and integration with Amplitude and Segmentcom. Amplitude has actually been announced to be our partnership today. So that's very exciting. And this is new information that you will get exclusively on this webinar. Throughout all this session, feel free to use our Q&A box to ask your questions. And we'll have a bit of time after the presentation to try to answer any questions you might have. So why integrations? What is the added value of integrating your OneSignal platform with our different partners? As you can see, the choice is really yours. We have many different types of integration available for you today. So from Mixpanel to HubSpot, SendGrid, Google Analytics, etc. OneSignal is always trying to open up new partnership with third-party application in order to allow you to unlock powerful synergies. So the great thing is that you are probably already using a few of those services, and all integration allow you basically to keep working and use your favorite tools. In that way, you can discover new ways to connect and engage with your users with a minimum of development and a very quick setup. The thing is, OneSignal APIs make it very quick and easy to set up and integrate any available partnerships. And we have step-by-step guides that will help you through the implementation process. And if you get stuck, our support team is also here to help you. So now we are going to review the different integration categories that OneSignal currently offers. So you have in-app, marketing automation, analytics, app web creation, workflow automation, CMS, location, data platform, and e-commerce. So those are just the categories available today. But if you want to have a look at the full list of integration, OneSignal allows you to implement, and you can directly have a look at our website under integration in the resources section. And if you don't see any of the tools that you are currently using and you would like to make that part of our integration list, you can feel free to reach out to our partnership team because we are always welcoming feedback and we want to develop a platform that works for you. So next, we've seen so far that integration can allow you to unlock powerful synergies in many different categories. In terms of value, the important thing to remember is that integrations can help you achieve additional success to what you are currently doing, such as boosting your performance, increasing your analytics capabilities, creating seamless workflow, combining synergies to save time, improving your team flexibility, and also many more. So I'd like to show you now with a series of examples how it looks like in a more tangible way, basically. So to do so, we are going to review two integration examples in our customer data platform category and two integration examples in our analytics category. So CDP and analytics is a choice that I made because they are the most commonly used integrations category by your customer and also the most effective and easy to set up. So first one, let's start with the CDP categories and our iTouch integration. So with iTouch Data Sync, you can easily leverage customer data from our international hubs into your OneSignal messaging campaigns. Our integration allows you to sync new users from your database or warehouse into OneSignal, update traits on existing users within OneSignal, and create segments or users to run campaigns on. This integration is available through all OneSignal messaging channels. So that would be mobile push, web push, sorry, SMS, email, and in-app. So let's review a bit of the use cases that you can commonly see with iTouch. So you can use your customer database information to update and create OneSignal data tags so you can better target customers through messaging. Targeted and personalized messages allow for the most effective customer engagement and can lead to increased ROI. So that's something that is very important and that you should consider. And that iTouch really allow you to set up. The second kind of use case that we see is that you can create a group of users via an SQL query and seek them into OneSignal segment to run targeted personalized campaign. And by quickly syncing your user data into OneSignal, you can spend more time focused on engaging customers and less time focused on how to do so. Then we can review our HubSpot example. So if you don't know what HubSpot does, HubSpot's Marketing Hub helps marketing teams reach people whenever they are and orchestrate effective campaigns across every channel. So now basically what we offer you with this integration is the fact that you can build your user through triggered mobile and web push notification directly from HubSpot dashboard. And now it's more easy for you to synchronize your messaging campaigns and build a seamless omni-channel user journey. You can also automate mobile and web push notification using HubSpot workflow to create meaningful brand touchpoints and streamline your marketing and communication strategy. So let's review the main integration use cases of HubSpot. So first one, you can personalize notification using HubSpot CRM data. Using this integration, you can build customized messages using HubSpot contact token. So for example, the first name of a user or maybe their company name, etc. So you can use that to personalize a copy of your notification. The second commonly use case that we see is the ability to automate notification directly in the HubSpot dashboard. You can create powerful journeys that leverage HubSpot and OneSignal to send messages across key digital channels directly from the HubSpot dashboard. For example, you can automate the re-engagement campaign for abandoned cards that sends a user an email followed by a mobile push notification, reminding them when they left an item behind and offering them a discount in the hope of re-engaging with them. The third kind of integration use case that we see with HubSpot is the ability to tap into OneSignal analytics, templates, and even more. So you can use OneSignal independently for advanced functionality like analytics, custom messaging templates, A/B testing, and more, and then leverage your templates and campaigns customization via the drop-down menus within your HubSpot dashboard. So that's it for our CDP use cases example with iTouch and HubSpot. Now we are going to move into our example of analytics integration and their use cases. Sorry. So first up is Mixpanel. So our integration allows you to leverage Mixpanel cohorts to target and personalize our OneSignal messaging campaigns. Real-time engagement data from OneSignal is automatically flowed back into Mixpanel, making it possible to understand customer behavior within a larger context and thus let you optimize your communication strategy. We have seen three main kind of use cases for Mixpanel that our customers are currently using through this integration. So the first one is target users based on product activity. You can basically create and sync cohorts of users based on in-product action, like for example, buying 3 products in a month or abandoning multiple shopping carts in a week, then engage with them with targeted messaging to increase customer lifetime value. The second most common use case that we see with the integration of Mixpanel would be the focus on re-engaging the correct audience. So you can follow your users across the funnel and identify who drops off and when, so you can engage with them on time and increase their conversion. So you can find inactive users or those who don't retain and engage with them before they churn. So that's really effective when you're all about retention and customer reactivation. The third kind of use case that we see with Mixpanel is the fact that you can analyze the impact of your messages. So you'll be able to send event data back to Mixpanel and see how your messages and their variants affected user behavior or key metrics like engagement, conversation rate, or user retention. So that's that with Mixpanel. Let's move to another example, of analytics integration with our partner AppFlyer. So for those who don't really know AppFlyers, let me give you a quick summary. So AppFlyers empowers marketers to grow their businesses and innovate with a suite of comprehensive measurement and analytics solutions. So AppFlyer takes a customer-centric approach to help you make better business decisions every day. And again, we have three main use cases that we can see with AppFlyers. The first one would be to allow you to do advanced personalization and segmentation. So you can add customized data tags to users based on the actions that they take, then create a smarter segments in OneSignal to personalize your notification. The second one is actionable insight and re-engagement tool. So you can fuel your campaigns with rich performance insight and behavioral data to boost user acquisition and increase players' spend and playtime, for example, if you are in the gaming industry. But that also works with any users in any industries. The third and last kind of use case that we see with AppFlyer is the ability for you to create seamless user experience. So you can leverage multiple channels like push, email, or SMS to convert your users into loyal mobile gamer users. So you can use AppFlyer's engagement and experiences suite powered by one deep linking solution to make this messaging experience feel seamless for your users. So now that we've reviewed more in depth what our main integration can bring to you, I wanted to introduce you to our latest partnership and see how Amplitude and Segmentcom can unlock more synergies for you. So we are going to start with Segmentcom. And by the way, I know it might be a bit confusing because at OneSignal, we are using the term segment to define the target audience, the targeted audience that you can use. So what I will do is I will refer to all OneSignal segments are just segments and to all partnership with Segmentcom as just Segmentcom. So Segmentcom allows you to sync customer data from Segmentcom to OneSignal in real time to personalize your messaging campaigns. You can leverage this data in OneSignal as data tags or build actionable audiences in Segmentcoms that will then sync into OneSignal messaging segments. Let's review together the different use cases. So the first use cases of Segmentcom is the ability to trigger automated messages based on event data captured in Segment. You have to remember that customized and targeted messages are by far the most effective way to engage customers. And with this integration, you can now aggregate data across every customer touchpoint in Segmentcom and then send this in real time to OneSignal as data tags to personalize your messages. So that will allow you to even more, allow you to a better optimization of your notification and thus a better get a better CTR and engagement rate with your notification through this. The second use case that we see with Segmentcom is the ability to create cross-channel journeys with consistent audiences. So you can create personal audiences in Segmentcom that automatically sync to your messaging segment in OneSignal. So you can create even more targeted messaging campaign across channels. And you can also centralize your audience creation in Segment.com and create user journeys that are consistent across OneSignal messaging channels and other customer touchpoints. The third and last user case that we can bring to you with the integration of Segment.com and OneSignal is the ability to connect OneSignal to more than 200 data sources. So by unifying your data in Segment.com and connecting to OneSignal, you unlock turnkey connections with other systems in your tech stack without any additional development work. So you can basically build customized message using segment user traits. For example, the first name of a user or their favorite color to personalize the notification field even more. And so when your user receives this kind of notification, they feel engaged right away because the notification has been made for them. Let's talk about our latest integration with Amplitude. So it has been announced today. And what Amplitude brings you is basically a bi-directional integration that enables you to send OneSignal engagement events to Amplitude and export behavior cohorts from Amplitude back to OneSignal, forming a full loop of data from one system to another. So once again, let's review together the different use case that you can, where you can use Amplitude integration with OneSignal. So the first one, the first use case will be the ability to have personalized messaging for every business use case. So to go a bit deeper on this topic, I'll share with you a few insights on what it could look like for different industries. Let's start with e-commerce. So with e-commerce, you can create, for example, a tailored offering for audiences with predicted high LTV. For the media industry, you could, for example, target audiences of users based on their likelihood to convert to tailored customer offers. If we look at the gaming industry, that kind of personalized messaging will allow you to boost player engagement by targeting audiences or dormant users. And to finish with, if we take the example of the fintech industry, it will allow you to target audiences based on users' likelihood to purchase a product. The second use case that we can see with Amplitude is very, very similar to what we saw with Segment.com. So once again, it allows you to create cross-channel journeys with consistent audiences. And you can create also personal audiences in Amplitude that automatically sync to messaging segments in OneSignal. So you can create even more targeted messages campaign across channel. And following the same logic, you'll be able to centralize your audience creation in Amplitude and create user journeys that are consistent across OneSignal messaging channels and other customer touchpoints. So here again, a very similar use case. To finish with, the last one is a better understanding of full customer lifecycle analytics. So by combining Amplitude's behavioral analytics with OneSignal, message engagement analytics gives you an holistic view of the user's journey to better optimize your messaging campaigns. So now you can understand the ROI of your campaigns in a very easy and effective way. So this concludes our tour of all different integration available today at OneSignal. I hope I was able to show you the value that our partnerships can bring to you through all those different examples. and that I gave you a few ideas on how to improve your platform usage, as well as how to set up new ways to engage better with your audiences. Now that we have still a bit of time left, I'm going to check our Q&A box for questions, and I will try to answer them for you. So let's see. Zoya is asking, can we get a recording of this webinar too? Yes, of course, you can. So our marketing team will send you the recording of the webinar later this week. Question, if I needed assistance to implement an integration, what kind of support does OneSignal offer? So obviously, for each kind of integration, we have a full step-by-step guides that will help you to implement the solution very easily. But if you get stuck, or if, like me, you're not very technical, then you will be also able to reach out to our support team that will basically help you to implement this step-by-step with you as well. And that's it in terms of the questions. Thank you very much for joining. I hope this session was helpful. And now you understand a bit more about the value of our integration with OneSignal. And we'll see you soon. Have a great afternoon. Bye.